Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate as we close out the weekend. Starting with the Chicago Cubs versus the Miami Marlins. Cubs opening up as road favorites at minus 170. Miami plus 150 with the over-under at 8. Cubs coming into this matchup 14-12. The Marlins 15-13. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 1.19. Pitching for the Marlins is Brian Hoeing with an ERA of 9.82. Steele, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Hoeing, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Cubs losing back-to-back games to Miami. Back-to-back 1-run games. Kind of disappointing. But they got a great opportunity today with Steele on the mound, who's been excellent for the Cubs. And, Hoeing didn't really look good in his first start this season. And I think the Cubs bounce back with Steele on the mound. And I'm going to roll with the Cubs on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Cleveland plus 105 with the over-under at 9. Guardians coming into this matchup 13-14. Boston 14-14. Pitching for the Guardians is Logan Allen with an ERA of 1.50. Pitching for the Red Sox is Chris Sale with an ERA of 8.22. Allen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Sale, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Cleveland losing by 1 run yesterday to Boston. And I like the Guardians on the road here. Allen looked good so far. And Sale has not looked good. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts here. And I'll take a shot with the Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Washington Nationals. Pirates opening up as road favorites at minus 145. Washington plus 125 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 20-8. The Nationals 9-17. Pitching for the Pirates is Johan Oviedo with an ERA of 3.03. Pitching for the Nationals is Josiah Gray with an ERA of 2.93. Oviedo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pirates on a 4-game winning streak, 9-1 in their last 10. Coming off a 16-1 win against Washington. I mean, they were dominant in that game. 5-0 on the road. I mean, Pitt is just playing on another level right now. And I'm going to roll with the Pirates on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 180. Seattle plus 165 with the over-under at 9.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 11-16. Toronto 18-9. Pitching for Seattle is Marco Gonzalez with an ERA of 3.32. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.82. Gonzalez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Seattle on a 4-game losing streak right now. Back-to-back losses against Toronto. Very close games, only losing by 1 run in those meetings. But Toronto on a 6-game winning streak. I mean, they're hot right now. They're playing great baseball. I think I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the New York Mets. Braves opening up as road favorites at minus 175. The Mets plus 160 with the over-under at 7.5. Braves coming into this matchup 18-9. The Mets 15-12. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 1.80. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 3.96. Strider, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 13 strikeouts. Megill, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Atlanta, beating the Mets 4-0 yesterday. I mean, they look very good in that matchup. The Mets have been struggling, 1-5 in their last 6. It's been a rough little stretch that the Mets have been on. Atlanta is 9-1 on the road, where they've been playing very good. And I do like Strider on the mound, and I think I want to roll with the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Detroit Tigers. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -155. Detroit +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 18-9. Detroit 10-16. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Bradish with an ERA of 6.30. Pitching for the Tigers is Spencer Turnbull with an ERA of 7.25. Bradish, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 1 strikeout. Turnbull, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a Detroit win, beating them 6-4 yesterday. They're 6-1 against Detroit, 5-1 on the road. Bradish coming off a rough start on the mound, but his prior 2 starts didn't allow a run here. So I think he could definitely bounce back after that bad start. And I'm going to roll with the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -220. The Royals +180 with the over-under at 7.5. Royals coming into this matchup 7-21. The Twins 16-12. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 6.67. Pitching for the Twins is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 0.62. Singer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Royals beating the Twins yesterday 3-2. That was a big win for them. But Royals, I mean, really haven't won back-to-back games at all. Really. So, I think I'll take my chances with Minnesota at home. Royals 1-9 on the road against Minnesota here. And, I do like Gray on the mound. He's been excellent so far this season. And I'm going to roll with the Twins at home in this one. All right, next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -125. The Angels +105 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 14-14. The Brewers 18-9. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Suarez with an ERA of 10.26. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA of 5.17. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Rea, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Angels, back-to-back losses against the Brewers. Brewers on a little 3-game winning streak. Angels 1-4 on the road right now. Suarez hasn't been the best on the mound. He's been giving up some runs for sure. And I think I'm going to roll with the Brewers at home. Next matchup, we've got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Chicago White Sox. Rays opening up as road favorites at -200. The White Sox +170 with the over-under at 9. Rays coming into this matchup 23-5. The White Sox 7-21. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 3.33. Pitching for the White Sox is Mike Clevinger with an ERA of 4.81. Rasmussen, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Clevinger, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Tampa Bay on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back, 3 straight wins against the White Sox, winning 12-3 in the last game. White Sox lost their last 10. I mean, they've looked absolutely horrible. And yeah, we're rolling with the Rays on the road here. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Texas Rangers. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -125. The Rangers +105 with the over-under at 8. Yankees coming into this matchup 15-13. The Rangers 16-11. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 3.49. Pitching for the Rangers is Martin Perez with an ERA of 2.60. Cortez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Perez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. But yeah, Rangers, back-to-back wins against the Yankees. They've looked good these last 2 games here. And yeah, Aaron Judge is questionable, so be sure to check his status. That's definitely a big injury for the Yankees. And as you can tell, without him, they've definitely struggled scoring. And yeah, Rangers 4-1 at home here. 2 good pitchers on the mound. I'll take a shot with the Rangers +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -125. Colorado +105 with the over-under at 12. Arizona coming into this matchup 16-12. Colorado 8-20. Pitching for Arizona is Riley Nelson with an ERA of 5.33. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 9.28. Nelson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Arizona on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back kind of blowout games against Colorado, winning 11-4 and 9-1. Colorado on a 3-game losing streak right now. Arizona 5-2 on the road against Colorado. And yeah, Colorado just has not looked good in these couple games against Arizona. And I'm going to roll with the D-backs on the road. Next matchup, we've got the San Diego Padres versus the San Francisco Giants. Padres opening up as home favorites at -145. The Giants +125 with the over-under at 20.5. Giants coming into this matchup 11-15. The Padres 14-14. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 1.91. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 3.00. Cobb, his last start, he pitched 9 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Darvish, his last match, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Padres winning yesterday 16-11. I knew that game was a crazy over-under, and the over-under's gone up today. It was at 15 yesterday, now it's at 20. And I see why, because the stadium is like shorter or whatever. And yeah, that makes sense. And so I think the over is still a good play. They should probably still crush that over. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with the Padres at home, and I'm going to take a shot on that over as well. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Oakland Athletics. Reds opening up as road favorites at -155. Oakland +130 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 12-15. Oakland 5-23. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA of 6.31. Pitching for Oakland is Ken Waldichuk with an ERA of 7.82. Lodolo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts, coming off 2 bad starts on the mound. Waldichuk, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Reds on a 5-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Oakland. Oakland on a 5-game losing streak right now, and yeah, Oakland 0-9 at home. Really no confidence in Oakland, and I'll take the Reds on the road here. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -145. St. Louis plus 125 with the over-under at 10. Cardinals coming into this matchup 10 and 18. The Dodgers 15 and 13. Pitching for the Cardinals is Jake Woodford with an ERA of 5.42. Pitching for the Dodgers is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 6.58. Woodford, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Syndergaard, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. St. Louis, back-to-back losses against LA. They're just 3-7 in their last 10. St. Louis 1-6 on the road against the Dodgers here, where they have struggled. And I think I'm going to lean with the Dodgers at home in this one. In the last matchup, we've got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 145. The Phillies plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 15 and 13. Astros 14 and 13. Pitching for the Phillies is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.50. Pitching for the Astros is Jose Urquidy with an ERA of 5.64. Falter, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Urquidy, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Phillies on a 4-game winning streak, back-to-back big wins against Houston. Philly look very good in this series so far. 5-1 on the road. 7-1 in their last 8. They're playing very well right now, and I think I would take a shot with the Phillies plus 1.5 on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.